shocking moments from Jen McCabe's scary testimony in the Karen Read case. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most controversial and emotionally charged testimonies in the Karen Read retrial, that of Jen McCabe. She was once seen as a helpful witness. Now, she's at the center of allegations of deception, collusion, and possibly even a cover-up. The defense believes McCabe knows far more than she's letting on, and her words in court may have just cracked open the case in a way no one expected. What did she really hear that night? Why did she Google how long to die in the cold at 2:27 a.m., hours before the body was discovered? And did she conspire to manipulate the narrative? In this video, we break down the 10 most critical moments from Jen McCabe's explosive testimony and why they could change everything about this trial. Let's get into it. Let's start with the moment that left the courtroom in stunned silence. When asked what Karen Read told first responders at the scene, Jen McCabe replied, "I hit him. I hit him. I hit him." It was a statement that immediately triggered controversy, because according to the defense, McCabe had never told Trooper Michael Proctor this in her original account. Was this a slip, a fabrication, or just selective memory? That brings us to critical moment number 1, the triple confession. This alleged admission from Karen Read is crucial to the prosecution's narrative, but it's absent from official reports. McCabe insists she said it back then. The defense insists it was never documented. And in a trial where every word matters, the jury is left wondering who to believe. Critical moment number 2, the Google search. Arguably the most damning and debated moment in McCabe's testimony centers on her Google search at 2:27 a.m. How long to die in the cold. This was supposedly done before John O'Keefe's body had even been discovered. To Karen Read's supporters, that's evidence of a cover-up, proof that someone knew John was already dead. McCabe says otherwise. She claims she made that search hours later, after Karen found John in the snow, and that she only Googled it because Karen asked her to. But cell phone records say otherwise. The timestamp is 2:27 a.m. The defense paints that as the moment the cover-up began. Critical moment number 3, the best friend story. McCabe tells the court about her relationship with John O'Keefe, how she helped care for his niece, how he became like family. It's a heartfelt story meant to show she had no motive to harm John or lie about what happened. But the defense argues that closeness is exactly what makes her dangerous. A best friend too close to the case, too involved in the cleanup, and now too eager to protect herself. They suggest her testimony is crafted, not candid. Critical moment number 4, the missing SUV. McCabe and her husband drove past the scene on the night in question. They admit they saw Karen Read's SUV outside the house, but claim they didn't notice anything unusual. The prosecution wants you to believe Karen left after an argument, hit John, and drove off. But if that happened, why didn't anyone see or hear anything? The defense calls this a hole in the timeline. They suggest Jen is omitting details to avoid implicating herself. Critical moment number 5, the 4:53 a.m. phone call. John O'Keefe's niece, Kaylee, called McCabe in a panic at 4:53 a.m. McCabe tells the court she heard screaming. Then Karen got on the line, hysterical, screaming her name, saying John hadn't come home, claiming she left him at the bar. But McCabe admits something shifted in that call. After telling Karen she had seen her outside the Alberts' house, a detail Karen apparently didn't remember, Karen's tone changed. She began questioning herself. Did I hit him? Could I have hit him? It's a turning point in the narrative. Was Karen's doubt genuine confusion or manipulated guilt? Critical moment number 6, the hypothermia request. Back at the scene, after John's body is found, Karen reportedly starts panicking. She begs McCabe to Google how long someone could survive in the cold. McCabe testifies that she tried, but struggled with the search because her hands were numb from the freezing temperatures. The defense argues this version doesn't match the phone records, that the search came before the body was found. And if that's true, it raises one big question. Why would Jen McCabe be searching about dying in the cold, unless she already knew something terrible had happened? Critical moment number 7, calling Carrie Roberts. When federal investigators showed up at Jen's door, She didn't just call her husband. She also called her friend, Carrie Roberts, a potential witness. McCabe says it was just to ask if the agents had been by Carrie's house yet. But the defense implies something darker. Alan Jackson suggests she was trying to coordinate their stories, that McCabe didn't want to get caught saying something that didn't match Carrie's version. A sign, he says, of potential collusion. Critical moment number 8. I hit him. Missing from police reports. One of the most explosive moments came when defense attorney Alan Jackson pointed out that McCabe's alleged "I hit him" quote, where Karen supposedly confessed, never appears in any police report. McCabe says she told Trooper Proctor everything, but the official record doesn't back that up. When pressed, she responded, "I'm not responsible for his report." Maybe not. But if that confession was real, why wouldn't Proctor include it? Critical moment number 9. Group text messages. During cross-examination, Jackson revealed messages from McCabe's family group chat. One message said, "Tell them the guy never went into the house." It was allegedly sent between family members trying to craft a narrative. McCabe claimed it meant John never entered the home, but Jackson called it exactly what it looked like, a coordinated effort to build a defense. Critical moment number 10. Changing testimony. The defense accused McCabe of changing her statements over time, especially under oath. Her version of what Karen said, where she was standing, even when she Googled certain things, all of it has varied slightly across interviews. Each time she was questioned by police, feds, grand juries, or defense teams, a different detail shifted. Karen Reed's team says these aren't minor inconsistencies, they're red flags. So now we're left with a dozen conflicting statements, a 2:27 a.m. Google search no one can fully explain, and a trial that's becoming less about who committed the crime and more about who to believe. The Karen Reed retrial is shaping up to be one of the most complex courtroom battles we've seen in years. And Jen McCabe, she might just be the key to unlocking what really happened that night. In the end, the case against Karen Reed is no longer just about a single tragic night. It's become a war of narratives. Did she kill John O'Keefe in a drunken rage? Or is she being framed by people who know more than they're willing to admit? Jen McCabe's testimony may have answered some questions, but it raised even more. From the mysterious 2:27 a.m. Google search to the alleged confession, every word is being dissected, not just in court, but by the entire nation. As this retrial unfolds, the stakes couldn't be higher. Justice for John, justice for Karen, and the truth that everyone is still fighting to uncover. What do you believe? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated with every twist in this high-stakes trial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll be here with every new revelation.